Good evening, Eamon here from Ashkelon Retirement on the 10th of October. A thought that went through my mind, particularly last Monday, I attended Minister Mary O'Rourke's funeral. She was a minister in the government and the TD for over maybe 20, 30 years. But the family members got up and spoke about her, and they spoke about her commitment to politics and all the various different ministries she held and all the different committees she was on and all the rest of what she had done when she was involved in public life. But the main thread that was running through the whole homily about her on the day, but from her two sons, was the family woman she was and how important the family was. And particularly, she were in a young family and they developing into teenagers and into getting their own jobs and then getting married and the extended family coming in and now dealing with the grandchildren and how important family is. And I suppose to me, I can identify very much with that because family to me is very, very important. And probably to you, to all of you, how important your family is. And I suppose one thing with farming that I discovered all through the years of farming was that people say you work 7 days a week. But I worked, most of the time, maybe within 50 to 100 metres away from my home at any time. The milking parlour was very close to my home. The yards and all that was very close, particularly in the winter time. And except when you're working down the fields and that, you were further away. But I was always there in the morning time to say goodbye to the children going to school, particularly, both in secondary school and in national school, because they'd always run out to the milking parlour to me before they hop in the car to say goodbye to me when I was going to and when they were going to national school. And I was always around there in the evening time when they came in to hear their stories. And I think that's what probably cements the family farm, is that if they get involved and they come out on the farm and then during the summer holidays they would have been out, or even at weekends needing to divide cattle at various different times of the year, or give me a helping hand on occasions, which they would have done on numerous occasions. And I think without their help, I don't think I would be able to continue to farm on my own, and with the help of my wife as well. So I suppose the decision wasn't that particularly hard when I decided to hand it over to the next generation. And it's really nice now when I see Kenneth there with Cheryl and his little daughter Keelan out and about, and they're walking down for the cows maybe on a Saturday evening, or walking back down to shut them in on a Saturday or a Sunday, whenever Cheryl and Keelan is around. I suppose maybe slightly different. Keelan is only two and a half, but when she get older, she'd probably be more involved and able to, come out more on the farm, particularly during the holiday period of that. So I mean, that's the same in a lot of people. I think that's important that we involve the family in the farm. People say that my sons have nobody interested in it. I wonder, did you involve them in the farm when you were young? Or maybe they just hadn't got that interest. But maybe to the younger guys out there that's married now, and I'm speaking to them particularly, that has young children, maybe try to encourage them to get involved in agriculture. And I think it's important that we don't always be knocking our industry, saying that we're getting badly paid, we work very hard, we're at and we do all that, and we're not probably overpaid. But if we constant whinge and moan about it, sometimes I say maybe we're better off if we exit the business and do something else, because life is short. Because I think we should be more positive about the business that we are involved in. And that's why I try to encourage the next generation in. And I think if you hand it over to your next generation younger, when they're able to make proper decisions and able to manage the farm to the way they like it and build it up. Another quick story, there's a guy in there, I won't say what he was doing, but he happened to visit the farm on some business there recently, and he told me that he was a farmer son, and he worked on his father's dairy farm for 16 or 17 years, and it went sour. and there was a big falling out, and the father wouldn't make the commitment of signing over the farm to him, and because of the wife's, because he didn't particularly like the new woman or whatever, they had a falling out, and the whole farm now is set and leased out to somebody else, and the family is broke up. That is so sad. You know, this is why I think it's very important, and I'm saying this all the time, that if to sit down and plan out your retirement and start thinking about when you're in your 60s, early 60s, and start looking at how you're a successor. Because there's a lot more as well. And tonight now I'm just doing this video before I go to play bridge. Now I was helping Kenneth all day. The first half of the day I have some chickens for our own farm, and we're processing them and putting them into deep freeze, which I like doing that. It's a bit of a hobby I took on. We used to do it years ago, but now since I'm semi-retired, I try to provide a lot of food for both houses, such as turkeys and chickens and pigs and some beef and some small amount of vegetables and eggs and that sort of thing. And we even make jam and bits and pieces like that. It's to be a bit more environmentally as well. It's a big interest for me. I enjoy doing it. But I was out there doing the chickens this morning, and then I went helping Kenneth do other stuff on the farm, and then we're drying off cows this evening, and we had an issue this morning with the milking machine, and we didn't get milk in this morning, and so we milked them earlier this evening, and we went through and we tested a lot of them for somatic cell count, because somatic cell count had gone up a little bit high in the tank. And we do milk record, and we have the recent one, but it had gone up even higher from that. So we were checking cows, and mainly it was cows that was juice dry off that had high, their cell count has gone up a bit as well. And there's a little issue with the milk machine as well that's maybe causing the high cell count. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I was there to support Kenneth when he wants to, and at the same time was able to get finished, come in, have a shower, and go and play the bridge. Listen, the family is very important. I start to shoot on to talk about the family. And if you can work with your family when they're young, bring them along, and then maybe one of them might be interested on taking over the farm from you. But unless you encourage them and bring them in from a young age and show them the advantages. And please let us not be always talking how bad farming is. We don't, like farmers is a bit of a name that we whinge and we complain. And maybe we have plenty of grounds to whinge and complain. But if it's that bad and you're under that much stress with, I honestly think you're probably better off maybe to look at something else. And if you're maybe not able, because along with that is your health is more important and your family is more important. So please try to be positive. If you think you cannot be positive with the circumstances of farming, if maybe it's too small, or you're too much borrowing money, or whatever it may be, or you're just pissed off with it, for want of a better word, you can go out the gate, and people might talk about you for a day or two, but they talk a lot longer if you do something, if you fall into bad health, and they say, why did you not do something about it? The first thing is look after yourself, look after your family, and if that means making big decisions, don't be afraid to make big decisions. You're the only one that can change your life, and make sure that we encourage the next generation into farming. I really, really enjoy you all looking at my YouTube channels, and please can you continue to support and subscribe to my channel, and share it with other people. And I have another channel over on Ashdown Farming on as well, that I put up this day. I put up videos 3 times a week on that, on what's happening on the farm. So that's interesting. Go over there and have a look at them. And I love your comments, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. Please keep them coming. Please continue to subscribe. Please continue to share, and like or dislike my videos. Let me know. Again, Eamon here from Ashdown Farm, signing off, and have a really, really nice evening and a nice weekend. I hope to put up another video on Saturday or Sunday. Thank you.